guys, today this video is going to be about simplifying algebraic expressions. Now, algebraic expressions is really just about combining like terms. And like terms are just basically variables, the exact same variables raised the exact same power, but with different coefficients. So we've got this long, confusing, complicated-looking equation. And we're just going to print out the like terms first, and we're going to go from left to right, which is just regular, just normally how I do it, but, it doesn't really, when you simplify it, if you simplify it correctly and combine the like terms correctly, but, they're just in different orders, it's the exact same thing. So 2 plus 3 is the same as 3 plus 2. So, like terms. So we start with 4x to the second power. Well, we've got that here. And we have to ask ourselves, if we're going to the right, is negative 8xy to the second power the same as 4x to the second power? Well, let's pretend that x is an apple and xy is an orange. An apple and oranges are not the same, so sorry, negative xy to the second power, you can't combine with 4x to the second power. So we've got 7 y. It's not the same, obviously. Two different variables, not even raised to a power, so absolutely not. And now we see over here we have x to the second power. Now this may be confusing. You're like, where's the coefficient? It's supposed to be a coefficient. Well, there's a sneaky hidden one right there. But 1x to the second power is just the same as x to the second power. But you can erase that because you don't really need to write that out. I know it's confusing. You're wondering, where's the coefficient and everything. But algebra just wants to make it hard on you. You have to be smarter than it. All right. So we've got x to the second power. So we're just going to start rewriting it with the terms next to each other, and then we're going to combine them. So let me change the color here, a nice blue, and we do straight lines. 4x to the second power, and then plus, because you always have to keep the symbol or the operation that is to the left of the term with it when you move it. So plus x to the second power, all right? And change to a green, and now we can look at the negative 8xy squared. So we've got negative 8xy squared, and we have to look throughout the equation to see if there's another term that is like it, combining like terms. So obviously not 7xy, obviously not. And we already combined this term, so we're not going to mess with that. And over here at the end, we've got negative 2xy squared. So just going to write these next to what we already have here. And so we've got negative 8xy squared, and then we've got negative 2xy squared. So we're going along quite nicely. Just get another color here, and we've got this lonely 7y here that doesn't look like there's anything else to combine it with. So we're just gonna write that off to the side here. There we go. So now we've got our new expression, and now we're just going to, simplify it each color. So draw these nice arrows here, and I'm just going to use a new color for the new equation expression. Excuse me. And so 4x to the second power plus x to the second power. Well, remember that hidden 1 that was, right there? We can just combine 4 plus 1, which is 5, and then put the x. Bam! There you go. You're done. And now we have negative 8xy to the second power minus 2xy to the second power. And, if you've gotten into integers, negative xy minus 2xy squared is negative 10xy squared. So yeah, we're done with that. Now we have the last part, which is just plus 7y, and this is the same as negative 10xy squared, and then this is a positive 5 here, so plus 5x squared, and then plus 7y. So it doesn't matter which way you order them. It's the same. It means the same thing because of the commutative property. So yeah, that was just I was just showing you how to solve that. We're gonna do a simpler one, and I want you to pause the video and try to solve it on your own. So now we've got a simpler one. I know, like, if you're new at this and you haven't practiced, it doesn't look simple, but once you start practicing and you get used to looking for the hidden 1 with a variable doesn't have a written coefficient, you'll get better at it. But yeah, so we have this new expression here, and I'm just gonna start at the left again. So we have 11y, and we've got a constant here, doesn't have any variable, just a regular Joe sitting there with a happy face. Yeah, so not gonna combine because there's no y, obviously. And then we have negative 4xy, totally different from 11y, or y. Xy is okay. It's not equal. Not the same. So can't combine. And then we have woohoo! Our perfect number, negative 7y. Just erase that. Negative 7y. And so yeah, we've got just underline those, get those out of our way, so we have a visual representation of what we're dealing with. And now that we've finished with 11y, you can move on to positive 5 or just 5. And obviously at the end here, you probably saw that we have another constant that is the same. So we're just going to take this number with its operation next to it, and we're just going to combine, or just write them next to each other, because it's better to just write it out and then combine them, so you're following the steps, and you understand it completely. So we're just going to do a nice green color because negative 4xy is all by itself, and I'm just going to write that at the end. Alright, so I'm just going to draw our arrows here, and there we go. So 11y, let me get the blue color again, 11y minus 7y, 4y, let's write it out again. And then we have 5 plus 2, which is positive 7. And then we have our lonely negative 4x, y. And yeah, this is basically it. There's really nothing to it. If like, if you keep practicing, you just gotta remember, combine like terms, and we can get a brand new color, maybe bright pink, and maybe do negative 4x, y, and then we have a positive 4y, and then put the 7 at the end. I like making sure the constants are all on one side, usually the right side, and then the coefficients and the variables on the left. But yeah, equals same thing. All right, so I'm gonna do one more, and I want you to pause the video again to see if you can solve it. All right, so we're back, and we've got a new equation that starts with the constant. Now, it looks intimidating, but we're just going to do, the same thing we did last time. We're just going to go from left to right, and we're going to rewrite them, and then we're going to combine them. So we've got an 8, can't combine with 7x squared. That's all wrong. And can we combine with negative 5y cubed? No. This is a constant and doesn't have a variable. So, and then we have found our new constant, negative 2y. We're just going to rewrite that. Excuse me. 8, negative 2. And now we have a 7x to the second power. And over here we have a negative 12x to the second power. So just going to rewrite that with the operation there, according operations, negative 12x squared. All right, this can be better than that. All right, and now I'm just gonna do yellow, dark yellow. We've got negative 5y cubed. So that's just going to go on the end because it obviously cannot combine with anything else. All right. So I'm going to pick a new color. This is light violet color. That's fine. All right. 8 minus 2 is got 6. And let me draw my arrows here. And alright, and now we have 7x minus 12, which is negative 5x. Ooh, I forgot to write the squared here. Ooh, and squared. Can't leave that out. And then we have just negative 5y cubed. And we can rewrite that as negative 5, negative 5y cubed, and then negative 5x second power, and then plus 6. Now you might be wondering, where the heck is that plus coming from? But this is a positive 6. Positive 6 right here. So yeah, that's basically it. So review. Gonna review. Alright, so I wrote some notes here. So take a screenshot of this, put it in your notes, study it. Number one rule, or the number one thing that you should remember, is just combine. I messed that up. Combine like terms, alright? Just keep thinking that to yourself. Combine like terms. I think this is the most important thing to remember when simplifying expressions. Yeah, combine like terms. And number two, like terms, just terms with the same variable, raise the same power. And number three, don't get discouraged if you're doing practice problems and you're checking your answer with the calculator and it's not and your answer isn't in the exact same order as the calculator. Don't worry about it. The order does not matter if you combine all the terms properly. All right, all the terms properly. So, for example, negative 2x to the second power minus 3 plus 5y is the same as 5y minus 2x to the second power minus 3. Same thing. Alright? So yeah, that's basically it. That you just practice. If you're still having trouble and you're still confused, just practice. You'll get it. It's really not that hard once you practice. You'll understand. This all looks confusing now, but you'll get it. It's not the end of the world. So practice. Remember these 3 things when you're doing worksheets and you're simplifying expressions. Just take it easy. Follow the steps. Left to right, and you'll eventually start to get used to doing these types of problems. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped. If you were having problems with simplifying expressions, watch it many times as you need to. Subscribe, leave a comment, and like the video if it helped you. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.